Everybody, I'm Titan here, and whether if it's going to be uploaded on my main channel or my archives, you'll know what it's going to be uploaded. But I've received an email in relations to the inactive Google accounts, which could also apply to uh, the YouTube channels. So whether if it's uploading videos, commenting, etc. Um, I've been thinking about how I wanted to approach this, and this is going to be completely right off the cuff. No scripting, none of the fancy editing, other than just reducing the noise, but that's besides the point. I wanted to give an explanation as to what the archive channel is for. So, before I actually talk about the archives, I should discuss a little bit about what my older channel, Atheurer1, was about. It was more of a bit of a variety channel, which it is the origins of where the classic Mortal Brothers plush series came to be, where the Great Unicron Legacy series came to be, revived Mortal Brothers, and so on and so forth. It's also a channel where it housed a lot of video game playthroughs, such as Mortal Kombat, The Legend of Spyro, Blinks of Time Sweeper, Halo, etc. And I don't know if I still have all of them. I could be looking for them. Maybe at some point I might upload those to my archive channel, but I know from what I remember, those actually made more views than my plush videos, so that tells you something. So I've been doing that for that a while, and the last time I've actually made a plush or stop motion series was the Misadventurers, which you can see on my archives channel. And pretty much just my attempts to making some content, which a lot of which didn't really get anywhere from 2015 up until 2017 when I eventually deleted my old channel and then started my new one, which is Obscure Titan, my current one. Then I decided to create an archives channel where I would be putting my old content in. And so the purpose of Atheurer1 archives is where I put videos that I've had on my old channel so that people have a chance to see what it was, then getting into the current stuff that I have on there. And essentially they would be able to have the idea of where I was coming from at that time, from 2010 up until 2017. And then Obscure Titan being from 2018 up until today, and it's ongoing to this day. That's where you would get the idea of. And now, something I wanted to address is with Google's inactive account policy. And I actually have the email. And again, this is completely unedited aside from noise reduction that I'll be adding, but I have an email that says, and this is actually, give me 1 second. I should have it. But it's essentially where Google is, quote unquote, working hard to keep your private information safe and secure by preventing unauthorized access. And just keeping you safe means having strong privacy practices and so on and so forth. Like how long they're allowed to be stored into your personal files and so on and so forth. What they're saying is that, they want to keep your stuff away. So I really don't get this. The changes that they are making isn't really going to help. If anything, that's actually going to destroy a lot of channels, especially for ones that have been beloved so much, to the point where they might destroy beloved channels, especially ones that have passed away. So, for example, I actually have two of them. So one of them is Ed's World, and so we all know that he's passed away from. But you guys can check out where it is. It's actually been a while since I've seen the last saw Ed's World, but he passed away. That was some years ago. But the second example that I'm actually more familiar with is the Shadowed 1-1. For those of you who don't know who the Shadowed 1-1 is, he was a biotuber who made videos of Bionicle videos. So things such as Fantoka, Bakuda, Random Mizidax, salvation, and several other videos, such as top 10 videos, and will occasionally make updates as to how his salvation video is going. He was in theater school or filming school at one point, then he graduated and was going to get back into filming, but it was informed on February of 2023, I believe it was. Correct me in the comments, but it was informed that the Shadowed1 died on November 2022, which was less than a year ago. It would have to be around 9 months, I believe. I could be wrong, but he passed away at that month and year. So imagine if the Shadowed1 hasn't made any, excuse me for them, but imagine, if you will, that he's passed away in November 2022. Then 2024 comes around. Then what happens to his channel? No uploads, no comments being made from him, whatever. It disappears, right? So unless if the Shadowed1 fans were able to archive all of his videos, we're not going to be able to see what he has made. I can understand if it's like an ongoing business where you would have to be making new content. Like for me, I'm working on trying to get some stuff out, even if it's just some updates that I have from here and there. But if it's meant to preserve your content, where people can see how it was back then and how that got you to where you are now, I honestly don't agree with this, honestly. I think we really should keep content, especially if it's beloved by a community, such as a Shadowed1, Ed's World, so on and so forth, maybe even Smosh to an extent. Even though whether or not if they're still making content, but point is, it's a really stupid policy, I'm gonna say. Some of you might disagree with me on that point, but that's just me. So this actually brings me to the question, because this channel is still going to be up, and thankfully this video, regardless of which channel it is, hopefully I'll try to keep my archives channel up, and making sure that if there's any content that I'll have, I'll try to upload them slowly, so I can ensure that it'll be able to stay up longer. If it doesn't pan out, then another possible option that I could go for is re-uploading all my old content to my current one and giving a disclaimer that these were uploaded years ago, and making sure that it is still old content even if it's uploaded to my current channel. So I want to know your thoughts, if y'all want my old content to be re-uploaded into Obscure Titans channel, or if you want them to stay on my archive channel. Because right now, keeping them on the archive channel is the only option that I'll be sticking with until something happens. But I just don't agree with what Google has been doing with their inactive accounts policy. I just don't agree with that. So, what are y'all thoughts on this whole inactive Google thing? So, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think we should preserve YouTube channels' old videos just for preservation, or what? What do you think? It's really a divisive topic from what I think it is at first. So, that's really all there is to it. Again, this is really just off the cuff. Nothing fancy, nothing over the top or anything. Just a video discussing about this topic. Because the last time I've ever talked about this kind of thing would have been, in relations to YouTube, would be the dislikes video. Because I know that it was. But I usually don't address a lot of the drama. Well, except for a few times when I had to talk about the why I won't buy certain things, or like with YouTube, or even the Discord fishy issue that happened last year. But again, that's what I think. So thank you for watching. This is the Atheurer1 Archives channel and Obscure Titan, signing out.